as is. Hopefully they can show us that their communication is on point here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, it could definitely be tough. There's so much expectations riding on them. This squad has won $100,000s of dollars in the past. We'll see if they can do. Oh, Swagwit with the 2x Car 98. If he hits that one, I'll eat my shoe right now. I mean, that is gonna be a heck of a shot if he can. We'll see how that's gonna look like right now as we're looking at Rozhawk. And yeah, Alpha 7 is gonna loot on up the best they can. Now this is the team right here, man. The team secret. 2 chicken dinners so far. Can they get the triple? 100% win rate on day number 1? That would just be straight insanity.
And I think, you know, they took some shots right there. We saw the 2x Car 98. Not my cup of tea. We saw them take some shots and then, you know, quickly get in those vehicles. And they're like, okay, we're going to let Rozhawk be. You can have it, Alpha 7. Popping on over, though. Zeus, Icy with the Scar. Looks like they're going to be fighting Na'Vi. I mean, we were just talking about Na'Vi moments ago.
Yeah, and I saw that beautiful dolphin dive he did right there. That was Icy indeed. He's going to start throwing some grenades to try and get some pressure off of him because he's really spread out from the rest of his team. So I think he's trying to do the best he can to kind of maybe impersonate like a full squad is right there. Because if they push up on him by himself, he's not going to stand a chance. So he is going to kind of create that distance, and it looks like he's going to try to run back to the rest of his team right here.
See what Zeus can do because they definitely want to come in here and prove themselves. I mean, I actually had the chance to speak to Ronan, one of the players from Zeus, and they're telling me, you know, they are excited to represent Mongolia. This is the first time that they've played at this high a level. I mean, that's going to be the case for a ton of players. But they're looking to really, I mean, talk about experience right there, saving the buggy with the reverse. But they're really looking to prove themselves on the world stage. And Ronan told me, like, Dave, we've been studying these teams for weeks now. Their tactics, we've been studying their rotations. And I got to say, I mean, Zeus, I'm pretty pleased with how they've been playing so far here today.
Well, this is what I was talking about. You know, like Bigetron, you know, by far the, I think, biggest favorite by everybody to win this whole thing. They're currently in 20th. And I'll say this. At the end of the day, like you just mentioned how passionate Zeus is. You got a lot of hungry underdogs here trying to make some big money. So you cannot underestimate the power of the rest of these squads. You can't get too relaxed. We just saw Nova, right, kind of push in a 3v2 situation and got taken out really quickly. I mean, this is just a whole nother level of tournament. And yeah, you can see RRQ already looted Pachinki completely, and they're going to be holding Pachinki Hill right now, watching other squads drive on by.
They're out of there. I mean, they're out of there. Loot, get out of there before 5 minutes. Smart play right there. RRQ going to be here on Potato Hill. They have an idea. A1 out there in the distance. Sinister, a player that I tweeted about yesterday. I said, listen, Sinister, pop-off player, at least when watching them play in the scrims. Now's the time. Now is when it counts. Scrims, okay, you know, you did well. We saw you pop off. You got a couple of those clips for the montage. But this is when it counts. This is when the pressure is built on your shoulders. We'll see what will happen. Dante, Sinister are out there in the distance. Jax, we might have some nice little shots fired back and forth, you know, try to take some damage on those vests, you know, take out a helmet right there. We'll see.
We'll see if they can do it right now because you got to be really careful. RRQ, like you talked about earlier, I mean, their mechanical skill is phenomenal. I remember when I was in Dubai and saw them in the waiting room. These guys, I saw a D2E with a pencil, just rubbing the pencil up and down like he was tracking his recoil. I mean, just insane level of dedication and mechanical skill. And I think that's why they are definitely a solid gun squad that we know and love. But, you know, right now in 18th place. So they got to play this really carefully. You cannot just full send on any team here because every single squad, I mean, they are just, their whole roster stacked.
I mean, they're gaming. They got the gaming chairs as well. So if they got to hit that full gyro, 400 sensitivity, G9 SLR suppressed. Oh man, that is just music to my ears right there. Jax forced to pull on behind this boulder, use some bandages. Sinister as well.
Beautiful shots right there. So that's going to definitely get their attention. And this is just dead center of the map. First circle starting to close right now. The rest of the teams are closing on in. I know that you guys cannot see the map right now. One team that I'm looking at, though, is Futbolist. Futbolist is still currently looting Novo. And they have to cross a bridge. It looks like maybe BTR may be sitting at farm. We'll have to see how that rotation is going to come out later on as we just kind of watch these two squads right now poke at each other. And I wonder, do you think that if they get an initial knock, we'll see a push here? What do you think?
I don't think so. I think the distance between the two teams is just too much, and I don't know what type of vehicles they have in their arsenal. But I think it's more or less just, you know, trying to take down the opponent's utility. Now, you were talking about Futbolist just a moment ago. I mean, Futbolist, they qualified World League West. I mean, that is... seems like a while ago now, and since then, I mean, they've been playing, but not at the top levels, right? So this is a team, we know they can pull it off. The question is, do they have what it takes to repeat it here in PUBG Mobile Global Championship?
Well, I think they've done it so far. I mean, like they're in 4th place right now, so they had a good start, but at the same time, like you mentioned, we always have to look at the past, right? And they got to continue that great start. You know, like if they were having a rough patch, hopefully that good game that they had, you know, kind of definitely banded them together. And like you were talking about, you know, RRQ, we've seen their skill in the past, and you talked about how they could have a possibility of miscommunication. Well, a few bad games will definitely cause some miscommunication between your squad, saying, hey, you should have done this, you should have done that. But after a good one, you know, everybody's nice and happy together, and they're going to have to get together as well, put their heads together to get into this next circle. As well,
communication, Futbolists, they are in a gaming house, though. So that is a plus. They are playing together. So, you know, if mistakes do happen, they should be able to quickly, you know, go to the drawing board and come up with some type of game plan. So we'll see. I just wanted to add that in there to your point. But, yeah, we see Futbolists. Okay. Safe. Driving up here on the coastlines of the shore. Everybody on that rotate here as that next zone did pop.
And you can see right now as we watch the rest of these squads, we're just kind of talking right now as these teams are trying to get set up into this next zone. Don't see too much action, and that's just a testament to these squads just trying to play this as careful as possible. Now, one thing you did say about how Futbolists have their own gaming house, I think that in this tournament, this PMGC, we're going to find out who is truly the best in the world because... obviously, due to recent events, we're not at a LAN. These players are not there at a central location. These players get to play laying down where they're comfortable, you know, as set up as they possibly can. And in a LAN environment, it's completely different. So this is these players playing their absolute best. No excuses here. So we'll have to see who ends up on top as we finish out the first day, getting close to. And right now, going back, you know, RRQ just hanging out right here at the edge of Potato Hill. All eyes surrounding everybody, making sure no team gets close to them.
You know, I understood this earlier on, but as the zones continue to shrink, I don't think I want to find myself in this position. You know, RRQ, I mean, they have these shacks to work with, but I mean, this position, dead center, you have to assume teams are going to be rotating on by, teams are going to be checking this out very shortly. So hopefully they have the appropriate cover. Ooh, Team Secret though. Yeah, hi boy, popping out of the Dacia real quick, going for that spray down out there in the distance with the scar.
That was a car 9. Oh, I'm sorry. I looked like a car 9, right? That was the DP.
Look at these shots though.
Insane shots right there on that buggy, and able to get that point done and out. And that just shows the level of skill these guys are at. You cannot just drive on by any team. And I think you kind of make a good point with RRQ hanging dead center. Normally, you'd be like, all right, yeah, dead center, we could just take on all these other squads, but these teams are brutal. If you have 2 or 3 crash onto your location, it's going to be a tough time. But at the end of the day, if you want to be the best in the world, you got to take them out piece by piece. So we'll see how that ends up. Still relatively quiet so far as these squads are just trying to get their position. Still 62 players alive here in this match. Zone number 2, though, starting to close. This next one, I think, is going to be really huge for these teams.
Ooh, BTR. Zuxi onto Cosmos, getting that quick finish right there. And unfortunate for our squad out here. Secret Jin, yep, losing one real early on.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough loss. for them right there, but they are going to be hanging out. Yeah, it looks like they're
possibly.
Yeah, just trying to scout out, get a better position or as much information as you possibly can. And we saw that happen in the last match, right? One player just trying to get some info, getting taken out. This is going to be a really important next circle, though. Dead center. Dead center. I mean, RRQ, I mean, right on Potato Hill. They picked the right spot where this next zone's going to go. You know, Bigetron on that south end right there. That's a really good position as well. Navi, Execute coming all the way from Georgia Pole. They're going to have to sneak their way on in through ruins, and it looks like they may have a good opening to do so. And the hometown squad right there on the bottom end on Military Island, they're just playing this super safe here. Elite United.
Big chillin'. They're gonna be showing up last in the zone. Honestly, with this new circle, you can't be mad at it. I mean, it pretty much centered up. It took out that water. There's going to be a lot of terrain, a lot of nice BRDMs, burnt out ones, some nice little trenches from the new update on Aerowolf that players can utilize to push across, because before the Pachinki fields, they were just deadly. If you ran across this area, you were confirmed dead. But now with the trenches, at least you have that fighting chance to make that push, make that breach, and
get Rex.
Yep. Getting
that scouting out. Trying to be able to find a way into the circle. They're just trying to get as much intel as they possibly can, just creeping up little by little right here, because it's going to get really intense here in the next few minutes as these squads are just getting their positions. You know, this is a really tough time right now, because if you're stuck right here and this zone hard shifts off you, this is that moment where you have to kind of have that game plan already set for the rest of your team and get to moving. But against the rest of these teams, regardless of what plan you have, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to kind of wait for that perfect second to be able to sneak on by, or just have to gun your way out.
I mean, you know it's going to be sweaty when we're almost 15 minutes into the map and we haven't lost a team yet. We're
going to see. I mean, it's going to be a straight chaos here in the next couple of minutes. And honestly, this circle is amazing for these teams, because this particular zone, I mean, these players know every single hill and rock and blade of grass in this area. This is probably one of the most frequented circles right here. So this is a very comfortable area for all of these squads. And you can just see all of them kind of picking their favorite locations right now. Alpha 7 on this really beautiful plateau by school. We'll see where this next circle, though, goes, because this is that'll definitely change up your plans real quick.
Yeah, it's going to decide. I mean, we're going to see some teams. Here we go. Elitist United finally making their way on into the edge. But we have a ton of teams hovering around Pachinki. Looking real quick at DA. I know the desk was talking about teams acquiring coaches. DA, actually one of those teams, after they qualified, recently picked up a coach, Sixmo. So we'll see what that will do for them, if it can help them, as they are going to be up here on the high ground, looking right on top of Elitist United. Next zone, Hot Jukes, goes on up. Baby. We got that north shift, and ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the action, you wanted the mayhem. Well, put your seatbelts on, because it is going to start to happen.
Well, guess what? Futbolist, Navi, all these top squads are in big trouble. They're going to have to drive across everybody right now to get through it. And RRQ, they're on the edge of Potato Hill at the edge of zone. Right now, looking at Digital Lex, Ray Z, just trying to get those shots off, and they're not able to take out any of these players. But Team Secret, they've been waiting for them.
Yeah, very yummy. Going to be crawling, going to be bleeding on out. Elitist United, we thought they were going to play this one slow and steady. Instead, they saw the next zone shift very good, was able to make their way on into the safety of a building for the time being. But regardless, they lost a lot, and that's not even going to be in the zone. So the battle has only just begun for Elitist United.
Yeah, Elitist United in big trouble right now. I mean, they try to play it as slow as they possibly can, but at the end of the day, this is a battle royale, baby. This circle is going to start closing. You got to get inside of it some way, somehow. And right now, look at this. BTR in big trouble on the bottom of Potato Hill right now, going up. They're pretty pinched right now between two teams. They've already lost Zuxi. They're down to 3 members. Looks like Luxy
A1 and RRQ up there.
Yeah, no heals either. No heals left for them. So Bigetron not having a great start here to this tournament, and it looks like they're going to have a lot of work to do if they want to make a good placement here in match number 5.
I mean, RRQ and A1, they've set up on Potato Hill since circle number 1. So finally, they're going to be able to see some action. Maybe not against each other, but they could maybe gatekeep on that zone. Some teams making their push on in. As mentioned, Bigetron, they're already down a member. Jack's on the rock trying to get a better vantage point. Microboy on that off angle in the smokes.
Real quick though,
be very tricky.
Real quick though, I mean, you got to think about this as well. Bigetron, everybody knows their name. And if they took out one player and you took out Zuxi, which is one of their top players right there, you know that they're not doing too good on the leaderboards. I wouldn't be surprised if these teams, knowing that it's them, decide to, hey, let's double pressure to get them out of this game. But Ryzen's got something to say with that grenade. That's going to open up this fight, and Luxy's trying to get that finish knock right here, and he is going to get that confirmed. So that is going to be really huge for them. That's going to even up this battle on the right-hand side.
Ryzen said, listen, you took out Zuxi. I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't count us down and out yet. Luxy was able to get that final blow. Ooh, Navi taken down and out first this match. They are having one tough day right here. Now, we saw the confirm from Bigetron. They're still deciding not to give up their position on the edge to make the push. We do see those smokes popped out right now from the side of A1 eSports, trying to at least buy some time to heal up after those mini red zones were popped on top of them from the grenades.
Yeah, they got to be really careful right now because here comes BTR. They're starting to press up on them. And A1 are set up waiting. But you got to watch out. Bigetron, they know that they're not going to just run in there needlessly. They're going to throw out all the kit they can. Good solid nade. Doesn't get the confirm just yet. Sinister's pre-firing. Oh, you know this one, though. That was a warn. That was the eviction notice. Oh, just a little too far, though. And Ryzen, he's in the blue right now. He's stuck.
Trying to heal on up. Does have a level 3 helmet. With the new update, grenades do 20% less damage, but these pro players, they have a ton of grenades in their backpack to just continue to toss one after another. We see Ryzen snaking it right now, trying to crawl up close and personal. Microboy taking some shots with the Scar. They're looking for a trade right now.
They got to get this finished. They got to kill this squad right now. The next zone is closing right now, and it is shifted off of them. They got to get them finished, take their vehicles, and that great Molotov, great shot from Ryzen. And look at that disengage. Able to get it down. Dante, the last one, up right here in this position. Can he stop them possibly? Oh, Microboy from the other angle. I'm sorry, 6Nini is still there on the court. 6'9", I'm sorry. On this other edge, able to get it done. Traded out. Just Luxy. Last one up.
2v1. Luxy, AKM in hand, has the blue zone to their back. 6'9", knows exactly where Luxy is. Luxy going for a jump shot. Take it down 6'9" with the AKM, and Luxy coming out on top. A1 eSports taken down and out by the hands of Bigetron. Oh, not over here though. Execute, flushed, baby. Flushed after that push on a team secret.
And that was in the 1v1, so close of a finish. And you can just see shots at the bottom, just doing some quick call-outs because he's going to have to get into the action really fast. They're on the edge of this circle, trying to get this res, and it's all-out mayhem right now. Squad's getting taken out like crazy. Look at Alpha 7 and the Unnamed. Bucky able to get that res off at the last second. Run behind the building, and now it's just Swagwin. Oh, but what an angle. Oh, look at those points. Taking them all out. Oh, Bucky, good luck, man. And yeah, no matter how much luck he had, there was nothing he could do right there. As Alpha 7 is going to take out the Unnamed. 5 kills for them. Good, solid start.
Alpha 7 with the pull-up right there. Like, yep, we're going to take this. This is ours. Thank you very much. Futbolist 4 alive on the edge right now, trying to make their push on into the new play zone. Konina Power, though, right there on the edge.
We'll see what they can do right now. I got to give it up to Futbolist because this was a very difficult rotation. It hard shifted off them big time. There goes Bigetron. Bigetron eliminated here. So, I mean, man, they are having it really rough. But look at this. Gonzo going against Futbolist. This is a team that they've gone against plenty of times. Can they do it? We will see right now if they can make this play. It's going to be huge if he can. But, man, Futbolist there got, I mean, Soulcade's got that. That's got the M4 3X just dialed in, staring right at him.
And we were talking about just a couple moments ago in the pregame how Futbolists are looking to make that comeback. 4 kills so far. Lutz is going to be dead, MIA right now for the squad. Futbolists have a really nice position when it comes to cover, but the next play zone will not favor them. Stolke behind the tree, I believe, is going to be spotted by either Alpha 7 or 4 AM. So they got bigger fish to fry. Gonzo getting the pickup right here before attempting to run across that terrain to make their into new play zone.
Let's see what they can do. They can see what they can do. They got to get moving right now into this next circle. You can see them just trying to head over to Gonzo to try to take him out. RRQ, they've been hanging out in this area right here. I believe from Zeus with that laydown spray. Putting on, oh, D2E though. He's got the lockdown. Will he get the confirm? D2's 1 HP. Oh man, able to survive and catch the last member of Zeus. That's gonna be them out in 7th place. 6 teams remaining. Very, very crucial game, especially for RRQ. Can they pull this one out?
Especially for Team Secret, they're looking to keep their 100% win ratio. They got 2 members up for the squad. They have a Dacia, but the bigger story right now, Konina Power, the solo member.
Oh,
done, son. I thought Futbolist were going to take him out, but 4AM going to say, nope, we'll take that one.
Yeah, this is going to be a big game for them as well. 4 Angry Men currently in 12th place. Can they be able to climb up the rankings with this? Look at that. Oh, that nade looks like it's going to be a little too off to the right onto Alpha 7. Alpha 7 still got a full squad right here. And yeah, they're going to start putting some big shots onto Futbolist as they were trying to creep on in. And then, yeah, it's just Soul K left. Last one up remaining. He's outside of the zone. Ugh, he's got his work cut out for him. That's for sure.
Yeah, huge game, though. I got to mention RRQ. I mean, they're still up. The full squad is going to be alive right now. So Alpha 7 and RRQ, the only 2 teams remaining with the entirety of their team. 4AM, they got a duo. Spen trying to toss out some grenades over there, trying to get some points right now. Alpha 7, Law going to be pushing on up with those smokes, trying to get into the zone.
Oh,
Sven making it very, very difficult.
Can he hit this other nade? I mean, that one did some pretty decent damage right there. This would be really crucial, especially considering that they're only a duo left. The next circle is about to close right here. Who is going to be favored, or will it go center out? And if it does center out, I mean, look at it. There's no cover in this area. This is the most difficult part of competitive PUBG Mobile. Full laydown in full effect, and you got to be able to hit those shots. Oh, that nade was so close right there. And it looks like Team Secret's still just hanging on by the edge of their teeth as this next zone is going to shift off of him.
Oh, the spray down right there. The spray. I mean, they are pinched. They are just stuck in a very challenging situation. I shot the last one alive. Trying to keep that 100% win ratio. Will not be able to do so, but 4th place, still a very strong finish in for that game. 12 kills, though, RRQ. This might be their chicken dinner.
This is the one. This is the one. Can they do it? I mean, the next circle here, it was a little bit off center, but it's still, I mean, in an area where there's just nothing but open terrain. Everyone's just hiding behind a tree right now, holding on to it really tight for as much cover as they possibly can. And 4 Angry Men still just putting that pressure onto Alpha 7 as this duo. Oh, that nade off to that corner does some pretty decent damage. Just pieces up little by little, and you just look at this. D2E's just stalking both of these squads right now.
I mean, RRQ coming into this game, they were down there at the bottom when it comes to the leaderboards. If they can get the chicken dinner, regardless, if they don't even get the chicken, I mean, a top finish like this, 3rd place, that will secure you 10 points plus those kills. But G9, they got something else to say. They're going to be crawling up here. Army crawling, trying to get within grenade range. Going to be tossing 1, going to be tossing 2. It is getting awfully close to Alpha 7, trying to crawl their way on uphill and avoid these nades. Look who they're crawling into, though.
Oh, he spotted 1. Able to get the first knock, going for the second here. Oh, he's gonna get the flush instead. Oh, but RRQ on the other end is gonna take him out. D2E's gonna go ahead and just shimmy his way onto the left side. And it's just one last remaining member for 4 Angry Men. If it's play spoiler though, you never know what kind of plays can be made, especially if RRQ and Alpha 7 start engaging each other. There goes G9. He's taken out and thirsted. So now it's a tied when it comes to members a lot. Oh, wow.
Saki
survived? He crawled all the way to his teammate?
And in the pickup. This is huge for 4AM. This is huge.
Crazy play. So clutch right there. This is so intense right now. This is so difficult. And these players are so good at being able to spot the slightest little pixel out of place. And they are going to spot 4 Angry Men right there. So it's only 1 remaining member left. And you can see all these teams, right? All these players have dropped their backpacks. They have taken off their backpacks so they can reduce the amount of pixels that are on them so they can hide a little bit closer. Look at those tight peaks from Savan. Trying to survive right now. RRQ 13 kills, though. Sitting pretty. But still, you want that chicken dinner. Can they get it?
We have to mention, though, Alpha 7, they did get the zone. They're the closest team to the new play zone here. They're going to be right there on the edge. RRQ, they will have to push down just very slightly downhill. Besides that, though, I mean, everybody, like you said, throwing those backpacks out the window, only taking what is necessary to win this battle. Ben going to be crawling in right between the two teams. Alpha 7 with 3, RRQ with 3. 3 teams to go here.
Yeah, that backpack, I mean, on top of you, it just makes you, oh, look at Ernie. He's got the ghillie suit. So that's the best thing he could possibly use. But guess what? Savan's eyes were on point right there, was able to catch him out. Oh, but just take it out from Alpha 7. So there goes 4 Angry Men, 2 squads remaining. And Alpha 7, after that knock, they're running up for the push right here. Beer, can he hold on? Gets 1, but not